them! Shoot them down! Retreat!
What is going on, everybody? How you doing? My name's Josh.
Howdy, I'm Sarah.
We are bored at home, and Sarah, what are we playing today?
Today we are playing Horizon Zero Dawn, the board game.
The board game. Yes, we are.
Yes, I'm quite excited about this. I haven't played the PlayStation game, but I'm pretty sure you.
I have.
Spent many hours
I've delved into the PlayStation game. Yes.
This is a post-apocalyptic competitive game where you fight futuristic animals that aren't animals, they're robots. So
Robotic dinosaurs for me. Like I like to think that they're dinosaurs.
they're not dinosaurs.
I
There's
know.
like deer, giraffe, there's all different animals that just...
Scary ass robotic crocodiles.
Yeah.
They're good.
So, yeah, you fight that. It's done over a series of boards. So, similar to Hand of Fate, where we did 3 different videos for the Jack, the Queen, and the King, we will do something similar with this.
Yeah, so I think what we're going to do is we'll do the battle and then the campfire stage for each video.
Yep.
And then we'll call it there. So I think the first one will obviously be shorter than, I think they get longer as they go.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll split it up that way and do like a mini campaign.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, do it over a few videos. Probably try and post it, not every 2 weeks.
No.
We'll
No,
post it
no,
a
we'll
bit
try.
sooner. But
Yeah.
we will set up now and meet you over at the table.
Okay,
Howdy.
we are set up.
Yes.
Sarah, do you want to walk me through?
Yes,
what I'm
so
looking
we
at?
have done the first stage, which is the tracking phase.
Yes.
And during that phase, especially for the first time, we handed out the fledgling and the
Leader.
tokens.
To the oldest and wisest amongst us.
The leader goes to the oldest player or the most experienced, but we'll go with older.
Yeah.
And the fledgling token goes to the youngest, more youthful player.
Most inexperienced.
Just says,
You
it
know.
doesn't say experience, it doesn't say anything about experience, just the youthful player. So we've given out these.
Yes.
Then the leader chooses 3 from the top of the... I'm terrible at the name of these decks.
I mean, I'm going to call this a scenario.
Yep. And
Scenario
chooses what map we're using.
Yes.
As you can see, this is the
And-
map we've chosen.
This is the map I have chosen.
Yep. So we've set up, we've got these guys on the board. We have a watcher. The watcher is, I'm going to say, a low level guy.
Yeah, totally. They're like the annoying little sentry robots.
They have, you've got to hit them for, they've got 4 life.
Yes.
They have an
armor of 1.
armor of 1. They give you 1 glory point, 1 salvage card, and they are worth 1 end point. Whereas you'll see on the map card,
Yes.
tells you in the corner, you will need you need 2 end points or 4 if you're playing a 3 or 4.
Yes, so
game.
for our 2-player game, 2... what did you call the points?
End points?
End points, sure. 2 end
I'm sure
points.
they've got
for this one.
names, but I'm terrible at remembering.
So you went through the Watcher, and then we also have here a Strider,
Strider.
who has health of 6, armor of 1. You get 1 salvage when you beat him, 1 glory point, and an end point and counter point of 1 as well.
Yes.
He also has a blaze canister as a component. And his special rule is when this enemy becomes alert, it moves 1 square towards the closest enemy. So that's not us as hunters, it moves 1 square towards
The other
another creature.
Yeah. So in this game, when we refer to enemies, it's always the robotic creatures.
Yes.
and hunters is us.
Us. Yeah.
I will be playing as this cool guy here, girl, who is from the Bannock tribe.
Bannock survivor.
Yes, Bannock survivor. She has a hunter bow. She has the Bannock spear for her melee attack, and then she has armor, which is her Bannock ice hunter light.
Mm-hmm.
So we will kind of get into them as we use them.
Yeah.
It. What about you? You've got.
I am playing as the Kaja warrior. Kaja warrior, who is nimble. When making an evade roll that only contains orange, you may roll an extra orange. I'm also rocking a sling and a Kaja halberd. Oh, I cannot say those words today. And some Kaja silks that are light. Yeah, she's looking pretty awesome.
Yes.
And I also am starting with a ice.
Yes, we all start with a.
With an ice. Is it an ice component?
Yes, it's going to be on here.
And you are starting with, I think it's a scrap.
It is a metal shard.
Metal shard, yeah.
And you start with...
It's a light blue, I'm going to say it's like an ice grenade almost. That's the one.
It is a chill
water, yes.
And I'll just shove these right.
Yeah, so
You'll
I'm starting
need
with chill
these
water.
when we get to the campfire stage, and that's for buying new armor or new bows. Not bows, well, yeah. Armor, weapons, arrows, claws. Miscellaneous stuff.
You'll see when we get to that. Right, so what else we got?
We have our own decks, which is quite nice
Yep.
in this game. We don't have the same stuff. We have personalised things.
Yeah. Each character has their own personal.
Yes, they are shuffled.
deck.
We've got our upgrades off to the side to when we get to the next stage.
Yes.
We just need to put our guys. Here is your one.
Thank you.
They need to be on the edge of the map somewhere.
Yes, we're starting on this tile.
I'm going to start in tall grass.
That seems like a really smart idea.
You can start on the same tile as me, or start somewhere away from me.
I'm just trying to contemplate what I might do. I think I'm going to start here. And then what else have we got? So we've got the creature cards we've gone through. These are the AI cards, essentially.
Yes, when they are alert, they will come into play.
Yes.
We'll go through them later.
But I think that's...
And then all the other cards we've kind of got off to the side, which you need for different stages.
Yeah, For this encounter phase, that is pretty much all that you need.
Yes.
So, I'm going to draw me 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's see what I'm going to
So in
do.
this, your deck is your life. So when you lose life, you discard cards.
Yes.
And when you don't use all the cards in your hand and put them down, like in a lot of deck players, I'm going to play all these and put them down and then draw new. You keep them. You only discard them if you either use them or you want to pick up new cards at the start of your turn. Like right now, Josh will be like, I'm just not going to use this card right now. I'm going to discard that. But it is essentially losing one life.
Right, so I am going to, first of all, sneak. There are, how many actions can you do? 5?
5. You've got sneak and you've got...
So sneak is move 1 square but quietly as not to alert any of the creatures. Sprint, which is move 2 squares, but if you end on an adjacent square to any of the monsters, they become alert.
Yes.
Then you can craft, which is
Pretty much healing.
Take 3 discarded cards from the bottom of your discard pile, put them back onto your deck. Then melee and attack, ranged attack, melee attack.
Yeah.
So I am going to sneak into this long grass right here for my first action.
Nice.
And then for my second action, I am going to silent strike with my halberd. This ammunition can only be used if the hunter is on a square containing tall grass at the start of the attack, which is where I am. So these tiles here are all tall grass. So I'm going to roll an extra blue dice. So I'm going to roll an orange, a blue, and another blue. And I need... How much do I need? A 4.
Yes.
Because he's
so
not
it doesn't have any
alert.
components. So if you're attacking, if they've got components, you've got to say whether you're... Wow. If you're attacking components or not. He doesn't. He needs a 4 to kill.
That's a solid 5.
Solid.
So that destroys this Watcher.
Yes, it does. I
I
was
will
hoping
get
for a glory point.
1 glory point.
Yes, and a salvage card.
A salvage for destroying the Watcher, which is a
2
a
things.
doubler.
A doubler.
It's pretty cool.
Yes.
And then that is my turn. I believe that's everything I do.
Yes.
Put this into my discard pile.
Start with snap pile.
You start my discard pile, and
Right.
you are up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, interesting. I'm also... When I've got this card here, after the hunter makes an attack, they may reduce the damage inflicted by 1 to draw 2 cards from the salvage deck and keep 1 and discard the other.
Nice.
So I rolled a 5.
Yeah.
So if I
Yeah.
discard that, if I drop that down to 4,
Yes.
I still kill him, but I can take 2
Get an
salvage
extra and keep 1.
keep 1.
Yes.
Sweet. Okay, let's discard that one. Right,
Okay,
sorry.
and
Now,
now
sorry.
we
Now
finish?
that's my turn. Yes.
Right, when I read my cards, Josh can mumble on.
Yeah, I will contemplate where these. So you'll be able to see each of these creatures has a purple patrol route that they will be going along. So when they are non-alert, on the robot's turn, they just move around the patrol route to leave the map. And obviously, if they leave the map, they don't just circle back around to the start. They're gone, and you can no longer get points for destroying those creatures. So you can't. You want to kind of make sure that you can destroy them before they leave. Otherwise, if you can't get enough encounter points by the end of the encounter, then you fail.
Right.
Right, are you good?
I am going to move. I'm going
Are
to.
you going to sneak or sprint?
I'm going to sneak to here,
Yes.
and then I am going to use my hunter bow
Okay.
and attack the strider's component.
So you're
So I need 3 orange.
orange dice. So your bow has a range of 2.
It has a range of 2. I am within 2.
You are. So what you got?
Wow, that's
It's
a
a
solid
3.
3.
It's a 3.
Well, that's good because I was attacking the component.
And how much life
It
does the
has
component have?
2, and I
Oh,
go
right.
for 3. So we do is put a damage token. This is a damage token.
Yes.
Then
So-
I give it 2 because we destroyed the component. That damage goes on to the
Creature.
onto the creature, onto the
Yep.
enemy. So I put 2 there. Then I also its effect.
The blaze canister.
So it accidentally exploded itself a little bit. So
I mean,
it's
did it
fine.
explode itself, or did you set it on fire?
I hit it and accidentally it exploded a little bit.
So,
Only a little bit.
so
And-
yes, this enemy suffers blaze
And it is also now alert, so we use one
Yes.
of these.
and blaze. I'll
very
just
important.
quickly go through blaze. It inflicts the fire condition,
Yes.
which means that at the end of its activation, that suffer 1 damage at the end of activation. So once he's moved,
He then
He
hurts
takes
himself.
damage.
Yeah, because he's a little bit flamey.
he is
It chuggles.
slightly inflamed. Yes.
And then I also get a glory point.
Yes, for destroying the component. Nice. All right.
Right, I have moved and I have attacked.
Right,
I
so
am
we'll move
happy.
the non-alert watcher first, who's going to follow his patrol route to
Yes.
here.
And
Then
there's
the alert strider. So we're going to follow its behavior card.
So, yeah.
So top line is there another enemy within 2 squares? Now remember the
No.
creatures are enemies. There is none within 2 squares. So no, and then so either
It either moves 1 towards an enemy or 2 towards the closest hunter. It can reach me, so I'm going to put that on him.
Oh, yeah, nice.
No.
so he moves onto you and
Yes.
attacks. So he is a melee attacker, so range of 0, so on the same
Yes.
square.
And he's on the same square as
And
me.
he attacks you for 4.
Ouch, I use a black dice
on your...
Just realised it's got BL for black.
Oh, nice.
Colourblind, and a B for blue, and an O for orange.
There you go. Just in case you're colourblind.
Yeah. So I roll this, and if I get a critical hit, I have 4 armour.
Block
which would be
4
really
damage.
useful.
You did not.
Alas.
That's a solid 0.
Yeah,
So you take
1,
4
2,
damage.
3, 4.
So you just discard 4 cards from your hand.
A little bit.
And then that is the enemy. So now
So
it is
back to
me
you.
again.
Oh, he takes 1 damage.
He does take 1 damage for the
Very
end of his
important.
activation. Yep.
Yes, there we go.
Okay, so I'm going to draw back up to 5 cards. Right, what have we got this time?
Yes, so also to note, this game can be played as a 1 player, so it's actually a 1 to 4 players.
Yes.
And it can be cooperative, but Josh and I aren't.
I mean, sometimes we play cooperatively. Yeah, I'm just going to attack the Strider. I don't have any strikes or anything this time, so I'm just going to hit him with my Kaja Halberd. I'm having real trouble saying that word today. So just an orange and a blue.
Halberd?
Halberd? I mean, I feel
Well,
like...
it's not beard, it would have an A in it.
Halberd. Halberd. Honestly, I'm just going to
It's
call
not
it a spear.
bird either.
I'm going with
Spear.
spear. Alright? With my spear.
Yes.
Alright, I hit a critical and... Is that a solid 3?
And that is a
Woo!
solid 3.
So the critical effect on my spear is that I can move for 3 when I get a critical. So I'm going to hit him for 3 minus his armor of 1. So I hit him for 2.
He's alert.
Yep.
So you hit him. Oh, in fact, because you hit him for 2.
Which puts him on
I can just
5.
turn one of these over, and it has a convenient
5 on the side. Nice.
Nice.
And then I move for 3. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 to here.
Sounded unsure about that.
And I am because I wasn't sure if I stood here when this guy moved. Would he become alert?
Oh.
Because I'm not in any tall grass or anything. Would he like see me? So I was here. Is that right?
Yes.
So
No,
actually,
you're here.
was I there? So
Yeah.
I might actually go 1, 2, 3 into this tall grass.
Ah,
Makes
yes.
more sense,
That
right?
does make more sense.
Okay, so that was for my critical hit.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
Any cards you want to play?
do you know that's so? I think I'm only going to do the 1 action because I attacked for my first action.
Yes.
And the critical hit moved me.
Yeah, that was useful.
So, but now I'm like, oh, what do I do for my... What am I going to
and
do
can
for
you
my
do a
second turn?
ranged attack, or
Oh, I could do a ranged attack.
or you can just, I want to say heal,
Actually,
craft
that's a good idea. I am going to do a range attack
on the little guy.
on the Watcher with my freeze bomb. So I'm going to use my sling. He doesn't have components, so I'm just straight attacking him for an orange and a black. I get a critical hit and a 0. So I freeze him, which means that ignore the enemy's armor value for the first attack. Is it the first attack
After
he's frozen?
Yeah,
that would make sense. So I've frozen him, but I've hit him for nothing.
Kind of freezy.
But that has alerted him as well, so I'll
Is this
take a little...
freezy?
Yeah, that's a freeze. Yep.
No, it doesn't sit on
So he's frozen and he is now alert.
frozen and alert.
Right, so it's your turn. That is my 2. I will discard that.
Nice.
You're up. Oh. Hang on a moment. So I also have another card that says, play after this hunter inflicts a condition with an attack to move into the same square as the target and perform a free melee attack.
Wow.
So
nice.
I'm also going to play that
Yes.
and perform a free melee attack, which is an orange and blue,
Nice.
which I get 3 for.
And he's alert, so reduced by 1 because his arm is 1.
Yes, so I hit him for 2. My attack did not kill the target, so I don't get an additional glory, but I feel like that was a productive turn. Alright, you are up.
Right, I am going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because as we know, I lost all
You lost
mine.
all your cards, yes?
Yes.
That's why I've left you with the tough guy and me with the little dude, because I'm just like, oh yeah, this will be sweet. Right, so what have you got for us? I feel like your Banuk is a tough-looking girl.
She looks cool. She's
she
like from the
looks pretty-
tundra.
Yeah.
Tundra?
Tundra.
Yeah.
I can say that word.
Right, I am going to attack this guy with my bow. So I
Now, let me ask you a question. Is there a penalty for making a ranged attack in the same square?
I don't know.
Do you know? Like, because sometimes when you ranged attack do
in
you know what I
certain
mean? Like in
games.
some games when you're
Yeah.
when you do a ranged attack, it just says you must be in range. It doesn't say. So I'm gonna say just go for it. I'm gonna have a quick look while you do it.
Sweet.
What dice
Can I
would
have
you
an
like?
orange one, please?
What? Just one orange?
Just one orange. So I'm doing 2 oranges and a blue.
You do a slow roll so I can actually flick through the 40 pages that there
There's
are.
actually 51 pages. I read through them all.
It doesn't say anything about there
Performing a
being.
ranged attack?
Yeah, it just says you've got to be within range. So
Well, I could
Go
stand it
for it.
really this edge, and he could stand really at this edge.
I mean
Like
that seems a bit more realistic. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
that's a good. There's a
That is a solid 5.
yeah.
So he is on. He
He's
only
dead.
needed 1 and 1 for his armor, so
Yeah.
he's definitely
You
a
have
dead puppy.
Overkilled him.
Yes, I like to overkill.
So
puppies.
but you get 1 glory
Yes, I do.
and 1 salvage.
1 salvage.
And that puts us on to 2 points for this encounter so far.
Yes. Oh, let me finish.
Yes, finish your turn.
I was looking at something. Oh. When a hunter, this is part of my
Like your character's power.
character power is pride of the work.
Yep. That's a
Work.
work. Yep.
When the
Got
hunter
it.
kills an enemy, they may scrap 2 cards from the bottom of their discard pile to add an additional glory point.
So you just can do it.
I'm just going to do it. I'm going to
Scrap.
scrap 2, which means just get them out of the game, and I get an extra glory
Take an
point.
additional glory.
Take an additional glory. And then...
What a glory monger.
What a glory monger. And then, while this hunter has 6 Alex cards in their action deck, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Nice.
And actually no. It's a bad attack. Doesn't matter. Ignore
Okay.
me. I only half read the card.
So you've only done
I've
one.
only done 1, and then I will sprint.
Yes.
1, 2.
Excellent.
No, we'll go there.
Okay,
2.
so now the Watcher goes. So he's alert, so we go down his behaviour card.
Yes.
Are there any non-alert enemies within 2 squares? There are not. Move towards the closest hunter, which he doesn't
Pretty
have to
close
do.
to him.
And then he is going to attack me for
Yes.
4. My defense is an orange dice. And my nimble ability says that when making an evade roll that only contains orange dice, you may roll an additional orange and discard 1 of my choice. So I'm going to roll 2 orange,
That's good. So you
and
get-
we're hoping for a critical. And we got critical.
Yes.
So I'm going to keep the critical,
Understandable.
which blocks 3 damage.
Nice.
And so now I just have to discard 1 card
1 card from your hand.
from my hand. So if I hadn't had, like, let's say for example, I've got 3 cards in my hand right now. If I got hit for 4, let's say,
I imagine you would go at the top of your action deck.
right?
Because your action deck is your
Is
so
your
that's
life
all
as
your
well,
life.
so you just
so
like-
I imagine you just flip the top one.
And just keep going.
Yeah. So this way you kind of get a choice
Yes.
of like
then
you know
after
if you've got armor or something or something you want to use.
I'm gonna that's that makes sense to me. I'll have after this round, we're almost finished round. I'll have a look, see, and have a read.
Yeah.
just to- okay. Then I'm going to discard this card.
Nice.
So I blocked 3, took 1 damage. That is the end of the creature's turn. So now it is back to me.
So at this stage, though, I just want to note
Oh yes.
we have because we have killed 2 enemies.
We're doing the maintenance phase.
Yeah. During the maintenance phase, you check. Neither of us have fainted, which is where you have emptied out your cards.
Yes.
You've got no cards left. So it can, I was
Check to
gonna
see
say
if the hunting party has reached as many faints as there are hunters.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and so that means like, we
Knocked
can
out.
only really have 1 faint.
Yes, because if we
per
get knocked out
section,
twice, then that's it.
Yeah.
Check to see if we've achieved the minimum number of encounter points, which we have.
So we can choose whether we want to end the scenario there,
Yes.
or it's up to us. You can keep going. Like there's one guy left. Do we want to keep going and try and kill him, the extra glory point, and salvage card, or do we?
Or do we just
stop?
call it? Yeah. So I'm all for carrying on, finishing this off.
Yeah, I like that idea. Although you're probably going to kill that thing and get a glory point, but.
So what would it? So I think that if we disagreed, that because I'm the leader, I would. No, I'm pretty sure that's how that works.
Yeah.
I would
I'm happy
overrule you.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to draw 3 cards.
Maybe you'll fail.
Get back up to 5. It's possible. I had been known to. Oh no. I've been known to lose before. So I am going to attack.
Freeze is ignore enemy.
His armor.
Enemy. Ignore enemy
the
armor.
enemy armor.
Enemy armor. So that's quite good. So he's lost 2 life. So he's got 2 life
Just
left.
roll a 2.
Yeah, just gonna roll a 2.
I got a solid 4.
Yes.
So yes, that he is dead.
He is dead. So you get a salvage.
I do indeed.
You get a glory point.
Thank you very much.
Not a problem.
And that is it.
So that's So for my turn, I'm guessing I could just.
But we're gonna
craft,
campfire it
but
anyway, aren't we? You get them all back.
So you get them all back during that. So yeah, that's it for this one. What we're gonna do is we're gonna pause the video, or for you guys it won't be paused.
Yeah.
And we're gonna do the campfire stage because it's a lot of reading and us not really paying attention.
Yes.
And we will come back
and let you know what we did, and go from there. Sweet.
Yeah. All right. We'll be back soon.
All right.
And I'm getting rid of that one.
We are back. We have shopped our hearts away. Some of us have spent all of our salvage.
Yes.
Some of us have at least kept one thing. So I'll go first. Yeah. So I had at the end of what?
I was going to say about the
okay, go on. You can do that.
So first, sorry, totally interrupted.
No, you're good. You're good.
So first we counted up our glory points. I had 3 glory points.
I had 2.
So I get a sun token.
Yes.
So that's like end points.
End game points.
Victory
points, if you will.
Yes. So I got that, and then we moved on to the shop.
Then we shopped. Okay, so with lots of considering. So what happens when you shop is you lay out 1 weapon.
Yes.
1 armor.
Yes.
2 ammo. 2 components.
Yeah.
And 1
Yes.
miscellaneous object. And out of all of those things, when you buy one, you replace it with one of the same.
Yes.
That we just bought. So I bought.
Leader goes first.
2. Well, yeah. So I bought 1 thing. Sarah bought 1 thing.
For free.
So because Sarah was the fledgling in that
youthful.
last round, the first item she purchased was free.
Yes.
So she didn't pay anything for. And I bought some firebombs.
Yes, you bought 2 firebombs, which you exchanged.
Yes, so altogether I bought 2 firebombs and a handling coil, which I'm going to put onto my spear.
Yeah. And then I bought a Kaja Hunter bow.
Yes. Yes, it's like me,
yeah. Yeah, Kaja Hunter bow, which so I will change out my bow. And then I also used one of my not components salvage that I got was an ancient statue, which I can discard. I can discard it to bring up the top 3 of the merchant deck and buy one for 1 metal shard. So with that, I bought a health potion, which I'll exchange out. So your deck size for, I want to say round 2, for the next round is, mine's 18. Is yours 18 as well?
No, it's not.
Well, mine's 18.
Yeah, so that's come from when we leveled up.
Yes.
Which, is that all the things that you bought?
Yes, I just bought 2.
Yeah. So we also leveled up.
Yep.
So we all have individual tracks. So mine is obviously the Karja Warrior card.
Yes.
Sarah's is the Banuk Survivor card, and you can pick which path down the.
As you'll see.
Down the experience track. Oh, yeah, you'll see. I have gone down the prideful trait route, which means that this hunter may discard a glory point to re-roll an attack. If the re-rolled attack destroys a component or kills the target, get an additional glory point.
Nice.
So spend 1 to maybe get 2. And that increased my deck size from 14 to 16. Which meant that because when I leveled up I didn't add cards to my deck, I added 2 stamina to put me up to 16, and then I bought my 2 fire bombs, so they replaced my stamina cards.
Stamina cards, as you'll see, they're just draw another
just
card.
filler cards.
Just filler cards, yeah. So I went down the intuition route of my route thing.
Your
skill tree.
Skill tree,
Nice.
yes.
We just can't work out words today.
Oh.
So for intuition, it is discard this card to reroll any number of dice when performing an attack or making an evade roll. So I thought it was quite useful. So I put them in my deck, which takes me to a deck of 18. So I have a different sized deck. But I think a lot of my deck involves scrapping cards, which means kind of getting rid of them for that encounter,
so
as you've seen in the one we've just done.
Yeah.
So
you need like a bigger deck to be able to scrap cards to do your stuff.
And then I have got rid of my ready to strike card, so I'm just gonna put that
Gone burgers.
That's gone to add in my health potion.
And that now you got the most glory points. Is that what
So because I got the most glory points, I get the sun, and Josh got nothing, and so now I become the leader.
So do you become the leader because you have more sun points than me? Yeah. And now I'm the fledgling.
And now you are the young, youthful fledgling.
Yes. So we will. That's where we will start from. We'll start from scenario 2.
Yes.
With those new rolls, we'll draw some new cards, do some new stuff. But that is for the next video.
Yes.
For now, we will call it there on scenario number 1 of Horizon, and we will be back with
Scenario 2.
Scenario 2.
We'll do the YouTube thing,
yes.
like, subscribe, watch our other videos, let us know if there's anything you want to watch, any comments about this video, we will reply, and we will see you next time.
Later.